Hey, what is up guys? My mind is a little bit blown right now. It's like 70 degrees, it's sunny, it's perfect outside. I knew it was gonna be a good day. I drove home bumping Rich Homie Quan with the windows down, and I got here and I saw a big box on my doorstep, and I kinda knew what it was, but I was not expecting all of this, and I honestly don't even know what to say. I feel like thank you does not do it justice, but my friend DJ Sherwood sent me a little bit of a care package, and when I mean a little bit, I mean a huge care package. So over here I've got 5 boxes of Quest bars, and even some random bars outside of the 5 boxes. So I don't know, almost 6 boxes. And like I said, I don't even know how to say thank you enough. And this was literally him reaching out to me saying, hey, I want to send you some stuff. This was before I was at the Arnold with Quest. Not even, I wasn't with Quest, they just let me work there. So that's before all that even happened, and he's just asked me what my favorite flavor was, and he sends all of this. So I'm truly appreciative. You guys know how expensive these are, which is why I typically do not buy them. So this was not cheap. Even the shipping, which I saw in the box, was not cheap. And I'm just very grateful. So thank you, man. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna link his channel below. I have been subscribed to DJ since he was under 100 subscribers. I don't know what he's at now, but he's very impressive with the way that he speaks, and obviously he's just a really good person. He's just not asking me to do this. He was just like, hey, you know, we're friends. I want to send you something, and I'm like, all right, man. This, I feel bad accepting it, but thank you, man. This is awesome.
You'll win somehow, so give up on the battle, baby. It's hard, I know.
What is up, guys? It is so good to be back. This is the first workout I would consider a good workout since I've been back from California. When I got back, things just were a little bit strange. I was starting out a new program. I didn't feel right. I was still in this little vacation mode where I was traveling around, not training, eating a whole bunch of awesome food, but just not the food that I should be putting in my body. And I felt it. I really did. I know I always joke about the if it fits your macros, flexible dieting thing, and how I always fit in this crazy food, which I do fit in great foods. But I took it to an extreme in California, and that is kind of one of the struggles when you travel, and I definitely felt the wrath of that. I was not feeling my best, and even when I got back, I was pushing it a little, I don't want to say too hard, too fast. I was not warming up enough, I don't think. So the first time I actually went to squat when I got back, I pulled something in my hamstring. I just tweaked it a little bit. I'm fine now, so it wasn't a big deal, but that first week was kind of just getting over that. And I finally feel like, okay, we're good. And even though this workout felt too heavy, a lot heavier than it should have, so I just hit triples for 350, and that should be fairly easy, but you saw that it was a little bit of a struggle there. And this 320 for 5, these last 2 sets, were pretty grindy, especially for week 2 of the program. A lot more grindy than I would typically allow myself to go. However, the approach that I'm taking now is, since I'm doing my own programming and I'm not an expert, I'm not a coach, I'm gonna make mistakes. It's not gonna be perfect, but I plan on erring on the side of working too hard or doing too much rather than too little, or just being too scared to go up to a certain RPE. So that is kind of just the approach that I'm gonna be taking with my training. We'll see how it plays out. Obviously, I don't want to hurt myself. I want to stay safe, and I don't think I'm even getting anywhere near that, but I'm just gonna see how this goes. After the squats, I'm gonna move into some stiff leg deadlifts. And I am doing this on a deficit, which is obviously one of the reasons that my back is not going to be able to stay completely straight, just because I don't have that type of flexibility. However, what you'll notice is I do a pretty good job until I get later on in the set and I get more and more fatigued, and then you'll notice a little bit more rounding, especially as my core starts to loosen up. So that's one of the things I'm really going to start working on. And again, I know I say this over and over, but if you do not film yourself, do it, because I thought that I was doing these perfect before I ever filmed myself about a year ago, and my form was absolutely terrible. My back used to round pretty bad on these, and that can obviously put you in a pretty dangerous position. So after I did the stiff leg deadlifts, I was finished with all my leg movements, thankfully moving into some Campbell Rows. And this was funny because I was actually just almost like doing a reasonableness test, just watching other people do these, and a lot of a lot of people that are a lot stronger than me were only using like 10 to 15 pounds more than me. So I was thinking, you know, maybe my form just wasn't in check, and it was getting a little bit sloppy, so I dropped the weight down, and I'm really trying to control it. You'll see I'm trying to hold at the top just for a brief second, and then afterwards I finish up with some hanging leg raises. So that is going to be the workout. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like the video if you did. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video, and I hope you enjoy all the amazing food that is about to come. Talk to you guys very soon.
What's up, guys? I wish I could talk to you in real time. I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna eat tonight. The problem is, I went to the grocery store earlier. I wanted to pick up one thing. All I needed was cheese. You can't make too many good foods without cheese, you know? So I go around the grocery store. Of course, I look for other things while I'm there. I end up spending $77, which is a lot of money for me at the grocery, and don't buy any cheese. So that kind of puts some restrictions on tonight's meal. I was going to make chicken parmesan, but can you do that without cheese? You know what? We're gonna try it. Or I could do, no, we're gonna stick with it. I think we can improvise a little bit. Alright, I'm not going to show you guys how to coat chicken. You know how to do this. But here's your pro tip. Mix some Parmesan cheese in with the breadcrumbs. It is mucho good. This is all the cheese I have left. Maybe a serving. The struggle. Let me know in the comments below, what is a good Italian appetizer? This is what I came up with, and you guys are going to love this. Some good old chicken nuggets. Not that you can ever go wrong with chicken nuggets, but with Italian food, it's a little bit strange. I'm not going to eat them together, at least. That's progress for me. That, my friends, is beautiful. So it's done on the outside, but not on the inside. So I'm going to throw it in the oven for a few minutes here while I let these peppers, onions, and spinach cook up in the skillet. We'll throw the pasta on, and we'll be finished. I didn't mean to scare you guys earlier. When I said I didn't have any cheese here, I just meant the regular mozzarella sprinkle cheese. I didn't mean ricotta. I've got plenty of that in the fridge. Don't worry, the world is not ending. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this sit here for now, and you see the chicken is about done, and this is when you'd want to top it with cheese. So I'm gonna use what I have left, but I also am gonna have to use something a little bit unorthodox, which you guys probably hear a lot from me.
Just picture me Hollywood living.
I'm just gonna stick that back in the oven and let that melt, but I cannot lie. Queso cheese on chicken parmesan does not seem like it's gonna be a bad idea. Well, we might not have Italian appetizers, but at least we have Italian vegetables, aka a can of peas with marinara and parmesan cheese.
You know how it go down. You know how it go down. Might get a little crazy, just wait.
I realize it's very hard to mess this up, but I am impressed with myself. I think the queso is going to be a nice little addition. I'll be sure to tell you guys what I think. But by the looks of things, I'm guessing we're going to have a pretty good experience here.
Usually I'm not hungry in the morning before I work out, but...
The queso definitely got the job done. Now when you go to Italian restaurants and everyone is asking for queso on their chicken parmesan, you can thank me, and hopefully I'll be able to collect some type of royalty check off of that. So I'm going to move into dessert now, and I apologize for the redundancy. I know I show you guys this time and time again, but this is what I love. This is what I always, not always, but this is what I eat a lot of the time. So it is going to be a junk bowl, probably pretty similar to ones that you've seen before. I'm going to try to think of something new next time. That is going to be the goal for the next time I do one of these videos. So in the meantime, what you're going to see is some cookies and cream ice cream, some graham crackers, Pop-Tarts, and some chocolate syrup, and some Reese's Puffs in there. In case you are unaware, ice cream and graham crackers should always be eaten together. Let me know if that's getting annoying. I feel like it might be one of those things that was funny the first or second time, and now it's just getting old. And if this is the first time you've seen it, that kind of originated because I did it one time and people seem to really enjoy it. And I thought it would be a good name for this series just because I'm not counting anything and it is a lot of food. So simplistic, basic, somewhat humorous at first. Now, I don't know. So let me know your guys' thoughts. But that is going to be the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like the video if you did. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I will check all you guys in the next one.